Climate change is the single largest challenge we're currently facing. It leads to forests dying because of extreme dryness and insect plagues. Consequently, forest owners face rising maintenance costs. And meanwhile, they can't make up for those lost profits by selling timber, as the wood price is at an all-time low. If one of the 2 million forest owners in Germany would now go ahead and look for other ways to finance their forest, they might come up with a promising solution. They could increase the amount of carbon their forest captures, for example by planting different trees or cutting down fewer trees. And this additional CO2 can then be sold to companies on something called the carbon credit market. However, forest owners in Germany do not have access to this market. And even if they had, it would cost up to 50,000 euros only to get certified, because it's still a labor-intensive and manual process. Even worse, it would take up to 6 months only to get started. And that's time and money that could be spent on saving the forest. So our solution to this? Maauni. What we do is we unlock the carbon credit market to forest owners.
The process is quite simple. Measure, capture, get paid. But let me guide you through the specifics on our product demo. Now imagine you're a forest owner. For quite some time now, your forest has given you more cost than it has earned. So you decide to register with Maauni. You start with your forest by adding it to the registration. With just a few clicks, we're already at least 1 month ahead of the traditional process. It is now that we can measure how much your forest currently binds and calculate how much more it could capture. Let me show you how we leverage technology to achieve these complex calculations within no time. We use user information to retrieve satellite images of your forest. We can easily verify the boundaries of your land. We use machine learning and computer vision algorithms to determine the volume of your forest. We can complement our two-dimensional satellite images with depth measurements from satellite microwaves to accurately determine the volume of your trees. By now, we're at least 4 months ahead of the traditional process, and the forest owner has saved up to 50,000 euros. Turns out, your forest is a great asset to fight climate change, and with Maauni's help, we can capture up to 120 tons of CO2 additionally, increasing your revenue by 10%. With your forest registration done, we list it in our marketplace, and companies can buy your credit.
So let me wrap up our 3 key benefits for you. We simplify the prior complex process of certification, reduce its time to less than a day, and minimize costs for the forest owners to almost zero. Now, let me talk about our business opportunity. Over the last years, the voluntary carbon credit market has been growing at a staggering rate of almost 90% annually. By 2023, we expect it to reach 294 million tons, compensated by forestry projects. 10% of those are sold to German companies, amounting up to 30 million tons. Within the first 3 years, we aim to capture 5% of that market. This means serving a demand of companies worth 28 million euros. We charge companies 19 euros per ton. The biggest chunk of those revenues will go back to forest owners. And with this valuable proposition, we think that we can target 12% of the 2 million forest owners in Germany by 2023.
So time is now, and the market is ready. Here's how we differentiate ourselves. Firstly, by offering daily monitoring, companies can transparently communicate their investments to all of their stakeholders. Secondly, our carbon credits stem from regional projects. And thirdly, the carbon credits we sell are more cost efficient than those of all our competitors. This clearly shows that we want the money to go where it's mostly needed, to the forests. Within this year, our developers will finish the development of our core technology with 10 pilot forest owners. Certifying our process with the TÜV and the Ministry for the Environment will ensure the valuable company trust that we need for market entry. Having the validated business model, we will expand to Austria and Switzerland by 2022. But of course, we want to take Maauni global in order to maximize the climate impact that we can potentially have. Thus, by 2023, we want to be active in most European countries and capture additional 5 million tons of CO2. We are the team behind Maauni, and we want to help the globe achieve its goal to become carbon neutral using natural resources. Now, you can try it out yourself. Just take out your phone, scan this QR code, and find out more about your own carbon footprint. This will allow you to be one of the first to plant a tree with Maauni.